Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd jump in and do something a little bit different. I'm gonna focus only on lips. I realized when I do my face in videos, I'm really only like, I don't really plan a lot ahead of time, right? But I tend to gravitate to the same lips over and over again. I try to throw in anything that's new, but I realized as I was cleaning out my bag this week, I carry a lot of lips with me, like a lot of lips with me. There is on average about 5 lips. Today, when I went to go grab them all, they filled up this entire bag. It was like I couldn't zip it up. There were so many lippies in here. And I still have a basket, well, some palettes, but of lips that I don't touch on a regular basis, but that are there in case I want to use them. And then there's a drawer of lips. And it's like my seasonal lips, the ones I rotate in and out. So I own a ton. In front of me I have 25 lips and one lip liner that have all graced my lips over the span of the last 3 months. And so I thought we could dig in, dissect them, and I could give you some real thoughts behind them. Some of these I wore once and then they ended up in the bottom of my bag, never to be touched again because I didn't love them. Some of them I seek them out and I move them from bag to bag every time. So we're gonna dig in. I have them separated into technically 4 categories, but there's only one lip and one. Anyway, I digress. I have them separated into 4 categories. I have chapsticks, lip glosses, lip stains, and then lipstick bullets. We'll start with the easiest one, which is a chapstick. And I had forgotten I had this, and then my lips got really chapped, and I was like, oh man. And I reached into the bottom of my bag and found this a couple months ago, and now it's been with me. This is a Duke Cannon. It's called the Cannon Balm, which I love the play on words. It's really cute. There's no pigment to this. It's an SPF 15 lip balm. What I love about this is you don't taste the SPF at all. It smells minty. It feels delicious on the lips. It is not glossy. It is not gooey. It's not oily. It is a legitimately awesome balm for the lip. This was, I think, $10. I'm pretty sure, actually 99.9% certain, I bought this at Buc-ee's one time that I was driving probably from here to Houston and decided that I needed something, right? But I'm really happy I bought it. I really like it. Duke Cannon is a men's skincare line, but I tend to gravitate a lot towards them for their soaps. I love their soaps. They feel really good on the skin, and it smells like a delicious man is showering in my shower. So I'm just like, oh, it's like the remnants of a man every time I shower. I kind of like it. Single girls, we gotta have something that smells manly. But their chapstick, fantastic. 10 out of 10, would recommend. I'm gonna jump into the next category is lipstick bullets. So I feel like this, in the last probably couple of years, I have kind of veered away from a lipstick bullet, and I don't reach for them enough. So these 3 I happen to have reached for in the last 3 months, and we're kind of floating around. The first one is this lipstick from Anastasia. It is taupe beige, and it is their satin lipstick. It's pretty. It's a pretty nude. What I don't love, and the reason I wore this once and then never again, there's too much white pigment in this. So when I put this on, I guess I'm gonna have to try all of these on, aren't I? I can't do a video without trying on. Let's be real. All right, there. Even on my bottom lip, it matches my lips so well, but almost too well. There's a little too much white. Whoops. And then if you can see, like, it doesn't do anything for my lip itself. Like, you can see lines, like the natural lines of my lips are just there. It doesn't do anything to like make my lips pretty. It doesn't add a wash of color and then like fills it or anything. Like, I'm not talking about like aging lines. I'm talking about just your lip lines. I feel like almost my lips look dry with this on. I keep knocking things over. So I don't love it. It's not my favorite. I wore it once. It was okay. I tried it with a lip liner and it was fine. This is gonna make its way to one of my friends' boxes because I'm sure I know somebody, especially somebody who's a little more fair than I am or who has less pigment on their lips themselves, because I do have a lot of pigment on my lip. I think will really like this, and I already have somebody in mind. So I'm gonna set that aside. The next two bullets I actually love. One of them is just kind of out of season, and it's this one. This is my Milani. This is Desire. This is, I don't know what this collection is called, but they have all of their lips in this beautiful packaging that's like kind of geometric formations. I love this formula. This is the dark brown, and I'm obsessed with this shade. It's just, this is more of a fall shade for me, but I do love this color. I love what it does for my face. It's not on well. Hold on. There. I do like that I can apply it and then kind of matte it down, and it actually kind of looks pretty. On camera, it looks really nice, like a nude. In person, it does look darker. So I tend to appreciate this more in fall. I should really grab a wet wipe because my lips are gonna get, oh well. We're jumping in now. So I love this color and I love this formula. So if you haven't picked up a Milani, I think they're $9 or $10 versus like, I think the Anastasias are at least 20. I can't remember. But highly, highly recommend this formulation. My last bullet is my all-time favorite. This is my YSL. It's not called Rockstar. I always want to call it Rockstar. Oh my God. Volupte. Oh yeah, it is Rock and Shine. Rouge Volupte Rock and Shine. I don't know. I think that's the shade. I could be wrong. But anyway, it's my YSL. I've actually repurchased this twice. I love this for summer. It's a perfect summer bullet. It feels good. The thing about this lipstick is, okay, if you've never tried a YSL lipstick, this particular formula with the beautiful YSL cutouts in here, this is the one that has the TikTok video gone viral where you can pop out the, like, pull out the sticker here and push more product up and you get like a whole second bullet in there. There's like a ton of material in there and mine's like more than halfway. So I'm going to be excited to try that myself later. But it not only does it look so beautiful, it looks classy when you pull this out. The formulation itself is delicious. So it is soft. It is moisturizing. It tastes good. It almost tastes like candy and not like a cheap candy, right? Like we paid extra and went to the fancy candy store to get some sugar candy. It's that kind of candy. So it smells delicious. It's just all around such amazing quality. You literally feel like, I feel like I'm wearing a chapstick, but I'm wearing this gorgeous YSL lip. And this tends to make its way into my bag because the color, this tends to make its way into my bag more often than not, especially in the summer, because why not? But I do have a couple of other colors that are in my drawer because they're more fall colors, deeper colors. This one is the one that I go through the most and I love so much. So 10 out of 10 would recommend. I want to say this is a $30 lip bullet. It's been, I've owned, this one is my second one, I think, and I bought it last year. So I'm a little behind on going through it. All right, we'll see how this goes with, all right. I'm going to jump in the glossies because my last collection I can't wipe off and retry, that's for sure. So glossy lips, I have a few that have been going in and out of my collection. Some of these are old, some of these are new. Some of them are favorites, and some of them I was like, eh. So I'm gonna start with these two. So these are the Yummy Gloss from CoverGirl. I originally got this one, and it's just a really, it's just a nude. They smell so good. So this one's just a nude, or just a clear, I should say. It looks like it has a little baby pink shimmer to it, but you can't ever see it. It just looks straight nude. Well, I love the formulation so much. I really do like this formula. So I bought this one, which is, hold up, Sweet Skies is this one. And I bought it because the color has the same beautiful smell, but then I was disappointed because there's the color. I just wanted it to pack more of a punch, and it does have it is kind of it's a really pretty color. I'm not saying, it just doesn't look like anything. I do gravitate to this one more over this one. This one at least kind of plays into my natural lip color, so when I put this on, I don't feel like it's just clear gloss. Like, it just kind of bumps my lip up ever so slightly, but it's so light that after buying this, I got really turned off from them. I didn't want to go buy any more because what's the point? They're all going to kind of look the same. So, and also, CoverGirl to me isn't it's not a what Ulta would call a masstige brand, right? And like, it's not something that is putting out prestige quality products at mass prices. I think it's a full-on drugstore brand. The quality, I think it's drugstore quality, but you're paying kind of these higher end for drugstore prices, and that really turns me off. So these are like $10 each. I've talked previously on the channel how I hate their new foundation is $24. Come on, you're CoverGirl. Like, who do you think you are? I'm not paying you $24 for foundation. There's so many other ones that are so much better, or at least I know that I like the brand better. I've never been a huge CoverGirl fan. So, but the Yummy Gloss is delicious. Get one. If you need a clear gloss, something to just kind of give you a little something, something, go with one. Don't buy the collection. It's not worth it. I'm going to try to wipe off the back of my hand here. Now, the next gloss that made its way, I've had this for a minute, and it made its way into my bag very recently, actually. This is the It Cosmetics. Oh my God, I don't even have, everything wore off of it. Shoot, I know it's It Cosmetics. This is the one that's supposed to, it's like a pH lip gloss. It's supposed to change to your perfect pink. I think I don't know if it works or not, because typically what I do is I line my lips with something else, and I just use this almost like a milky clear. It's pretty. I mostly just use it because I like the smell and the taste. It smells really yummy. It tastes really good. It's not worth the $25. I repurchased this once, and I realized what I had liked about it the first time is I used to wear it with an orange liner, and I would line my lips first and then put the gloss on, and the gloss would pick up a bunch of that orange and it would be inside the tube. And so this turned into like an orangey pink that I loved. And this one, I've been really good about keeping the integrity of the tube itself. And I'm like, oh, I don't love it as much as when I made my own color. So not necessarily worth the $20 price tag. It's fine though, it's fine. This is one of those that I will never repurchase again. This one, however, I love her. You can, like, it takes a lot to go through lip gloss, especially when you have this many. This is the Fenty Beauty Heat. I love this gloss. Is this Strawberry Sangria, I think it's called? No, Hot Cherry. Hot Cherry. It is the perfect red gloss for summer. It has peppermint in it. It's got to be peppermint. So you get, look at that, look at that. Oh, she's cute. She is so cute. And you get a little bit of tingle, but it's not crazy tingle. It tastes good, smells good, feels good. The other thing I love about this, and this is true of every Fenty lip I've tried so far, and there's 2 more that we're gonna go over today, is no matter what formulation they are, they do not dry out your lips. I don't know how they do it, but they are making some fantastic lipsticks that don't dry out. I'm obsessed. I keep meaning to go buy more shades, but because this is kind of the perfect shade, what's the point? I like all the other ones are kind of pretty, but I know that I like this. I know that I like the way it looks on me. I'm obsessed with that color. So again, 10 out of 10, recommend the $20 price tag. 100% worth it. 100% worth it. This one is Revolution. It's like a $2 gloss. It's called Baby Gloss. This is from their Revolve collection at Walmart. I bought this last summer, and it's actually really highly pigmented gloss. So check that out. It's rare to get a gloss with this much opacity, and especially for the price tag. It's $2. Now, is this tiny? 100%, right? It's what, half the size of the Fenty, but they're not trying to fool you into anything, right? They're only charging you $2. And look at ever the lip glosses I have, and like it's gonna take forever to go through this, especially since I don't reach for it that much. To give it its props where it's due, for $2, this is a lovely gloss. It feels good on the lips itself. It doesn't smell and it doesn't taste. So I'm not like, ooh, I'm not blown away with it. But it doesn't dry out my lip. It doesn't really smear. I've worn this quite a few times. I kind of throw this in the bottom of my bag and forget about it. And it's one of those lips that I keep on in case I have to go somewhere at night. And if I'm going to a party or doing something, you know, or I need to pump up and do my makeup, this is a quick one to throw in there. Plus, it's so small that if I'm going to like an event and have a small clutch or something, I can throw this in and it's easy to work with. It's not my favorite, but it's one of those, like, in a pinch, I have a red lip. And again, for $2. Now, I do have another shade from this brand, and I will say the opacity of it works against it. So I went for a nude color from the other shade to try 2 separate, and I didn't like it because, again, it had too much white. It was kind of like the same problem I had with the Anastasia. There's too much white in it, which makes sense because they're making it so opaque. You got to have some white pigment in there, but it kind of just made me look like I had concealer lips, and I hated it. So pick your colors wisely, but if you find a Walmart and you see Revolve and you want a cheap lip gloss, this is definitely worth $2. I honestly like this one than these from CoverGirl. As much as I like how these smell and taste, if this was 10, okay, maybe not 10 because it's so small, but if this was 5 and this was 5, I would get 2 of these, right? Like, they don't, you know, it's fantastic. So, you know, definitely recommend. I'm gonna blaze through a couple of older ones that have just been kind of staples in my bag, and I realized the other day I'm almost running out. So this one's from Revlon, and this is the 4th one of these I buy. This is shade number 270, Indulge. This is my nude. I love this gloss. It's a perfect nude shade on me. I love the color. I love the feel. This formulation is fantastic. They're $7-8 each. And I just love them. There's nothing new, fancy about them. They don't smell, they don't dry out your lips, they feel good. It has a normal wear for a gloss, which means you reapply more often, which is probably why I've gone through 4 of these tubes. But, and I said this before when I've reviewed it, the doe foot on this is fantastic. It's a nice fat doe foot. So applying it is so easy. It's a fat, and it's a, like the structure of this doe foot is really nice. Like you're not gonna pop it off or it's not gonna break off. So I think it's phenomenal and I love it. On that same note, I have, hold on, this one from Laura Geller. It's called Nude Kisses, and it's a similar color to that one I just had on from Revlon. So I really like the color. I hate the doe foot. This little doe foot, I don't know if you can see, like it's got that little bump on it. Like this is so flimsy. When I'm putting it on, it feels like it's gonna break right off. I absolutely hate it. And for that reason, I hate recommending this. As far as like quality, these two are practically interchangeable for me as far as the color, how they feel on. They look really similar on me. I like the way they feel. They're excellent. But why would I tell you to go spend $16 on a Laura Geller one when the quality of the packaging is the better in the Revlon? You might as well save $8 and just get a Revlon. Totally 10 out of 10. Get the Revlon, not the Laura Geller. Laura Geller isn't bad. I just don't love their packaging. It's not fantastic. This clear gloss, it's a clear, I think it's supposed to be a lip oil. It is from Trust Fund Beauty. I'm obsessed with it. It's just a clear. It smells good. It feels good. It's a lip oil. It's a regular lip oil. Would I spend $20 on this? No. Do I like it and gravitate to it? You can tell, yes. I definitely put this on top of a lot of things. I think having a clear, like a true clear, is so important. Mine is obviously no longer true clear since I've put it over things. But it still feels nice. It works well. And I wouldn't necessarily say go get this one, but I think a clear lip gloss in your collection is so important because it's so versatile. The last glossy lip I've been working with is this NYX Duck Plump. Okay, so I was 100% influenced to get this by Bethany Frankel, and I'm so glad I did. First of all, love this doe foot. I love me a thick doe foot. There's something about it. It tells me like the company really thought about the packaging and didn't just choose the cheapest thing they could go for, right? When you go with a substantial doe foot, and it doesn't have to be big, but you can tell when structurally, like, it feels like it's not going to fall apart. So this formula is thicker than any other lip gloss I have. I love this color. I think this is, brown of applause. So kind of obsessed with this color. These are the Duck Plump do have the plumping. I'm feeling it already. There, it started. It has the plumping in it, so you get that tingle that goes on with the lips. I don't think it does a ton of plumping. I think mostly it's in there. You taste it more than anything. You start to feel a little bit of a plump, but it's nothing crazy. But the colors are beautiful, and they have so many colors in this collection. Every time I go back, I have such a hard time choosing. I want to buy more shades, but they just have so many shades, and it feels good. To me, the thing about a lip is it has to feel good on my lip. If it doesn't feel good, I'm not going to re-put it on or retry it again. This feels good on the lips, even though it's supposed to be a plumping. I love the color on... for my mom. I love the color of it. It just, yeah. This one hits really well. And I think they're different. They're different because even though they're glossy, they're so thick. So especially like I could feel this in the winter being a really good lip to have because it's going to give you a sense of like lips are protected, but you get really good shades of color with them. And they're kind of opaque without white, which is again something else that's really important to me. I don't feel like this is washing me out or making my lips look flat or giving me concealer lip. It does what it needs to do. It's really pretty. Gives me a punch of color without, making me feel like I just put some chalk on. So highly recommend. I do love them. This video is going to be long and I apologize because we're dipping into my longest category, which is stains. And hold on. All right, here we go. See if I can do this quickly. Oh wait, I had one more. I almost forgot this. The Pout Tint from Revolution Beauty. So this is this has another big doe foot. I really like this. This is like a whipped consistency. I don't want to put it on because it's red and I'm like, let me show you. So it's like whipped and glossy. And I don't know what I thought this was going to be like when I think I thought this was going to be more like this, and it's not. It's like its own thing. It's giving me vibes of their Revolve version with a little less opacity to it. That's what it feels like when you wear it. It's kind of what it looks like. The color's pretty. I don't know what I was thinking when I bought this because I'm not a blue-red kind of person. I'm obviously an orangey person. And so I bought this thinking it would be one thing. It wasn't. And so it's lived in my bag and I've tried to wear it like 3 or 4 times. And I think I just have to give up and pass that on to somebody because it doesn't give me life. I put it on and I go, let me put something else on or let me find something. And it just kind of lives perpetually in there and I don't know what to do with it. Lip stains have been a category I have been like loving to hate and hating to love, both at the same time. There's a few that hit and a few that don't. One that hits for me, but depends on the color, is the Fenty Beauty collection. These are the liquid lip stains. I forget what they're called. I think they're called just liquid lip stains. But essentially, they're the glossy... Oh, maybe they're called glossy lip stains. That's what the dupe is called. So this is Strawberry Margarita, which is the best color on the face of the earth. Go get it. It's amazing. I love it. Wear it all the time. And then this one is Gemini. Gem and I, technically. And the thing is when I bought this... So I bought this one first. Fell completely in love, have worn every season. It's the perfect red. And I love what it does for me. I love what it does on my skin. I love that it stains without drying me all of it. It does everything great. Then I bought Gemini thinking I can use another berry. I don't love the berry. I don't know if I don't love the color or if it's a slightly different formulation, but I don't think it does the same. You can also see that red stained really, really well. And that's what it does on the lips. Like, it wears out, but you're left with, like, some red always there. And I don't feel like the berry does that. I know the berry wasn't on my hand as long as the red one was right now. But this is an accurate depiction of what happens every time I wear that berry. It's like it starts to wear off, and it just doesn't do what I think it's going to do because I'm expecting it to do it just like the red. So it doesn't hit for me, but the red does. So if you want a good red, and again, it's so comfortable to wear. I would not recommend any of these if they weren't comfortable to wear, I promise you. Speaking of comfortable to wear stains, I'm trying to go quick because you guys have heard me talk about these a million times, so I know I don't need to deep dive, but these are the NYX Shine Loud collection. This is the best color on the face of the earth if you have my complexion. So like a medium tan in the summer. This is, I'm pretty neutral with, I lean towards a yellow undertone. This is the what is it called? Why do I always forget about this color name? It's a goal getter. Goal getter, it's fantastic. The stain on one side, the gloss on the other. So comfortable to wear. Again, 10 out of 10, do recommend. This is their red. I forget what this one's called. Mission on, I think it's on a Mission. So this is their holiday color a couple years back. I bought one for me. I bought one for my mom. I made my best friend get one. It was like a thing. But this is a good holiday red. And I do really like it. I just don't wear it as often as I do Goal Getter because this is like an everyday color for me. But recommend. Now, Fenty dupes, let's talk like straight up Fenty dupes, are these e.l.f. liquid lip stain or glossy lip stains. And I mean, I think for the price point difference, so we're talking a $20 lip versus a $6 lip, and I should probably put the red on so you can match to match. Like, as far as a dupe is concerned, oh, my red's almost gone. They're a decent dupe. It's not as good as the Fenty, not by any means. And honestly, this is I have a berry one here. That is kind of what inspired me to go get the Fenty berry. Put them side by side so you can see. But in this case, like, I think e.l.f.'s berry is a nicer, classier berry than the Fenty berry. And so in this case, like, I think the e.l.f. one wins over this Fenty one. But so the e.l.f. ones kind of do what this Fenty one does, where like it's supposed to leave a stain like this one does, but that kind of doesn't really, like, they kind of wipe off and go away, and you get like a little bit of staining action, but it's not fantastic. Oh, look, the Fenty one decided to work today. But they're okay. Again, $6 dupes. I don't think the colors are as opaque when you first put them on, and that's something that I really love about the Fenty one. So when I put the red one on, I have red lips, right? When I put the e.l.f. ones on, they're definitely a watered down version. I have to go over them to get it. And then, of course, it's e.l.f.'s packaging. I hate these tiny wands, tiny doe foots. Like, just don't do that to me. I hate it. So, they're okay. The Ulta Weightless Water Lip Stain. I just bought this right before vacation. Oh my. Murder scene. What in the world? So that just sprayed. In case you ever wondered if I ever edit these, I think this is, yeah, I don't edit my videos. Probably I should. Okay, let's try this again. This is a liquid lip stain, and this kind of essentially gives you the color right out the gate that the Fenty lip stain does, right? So it just gives you like that wash of color. And some days I really want this. These are comfortable to wear. They smell fine. They have a weird taste. I just went over this a little more in depth in a video recently. So if you catch my summer vacation packing list, this was featured in it. It's a fine lip. Do I absolutely love it? I like it. I like it okay. Will I go out and buy more colors? Not so much. But it's, if you want that kind of just the wash of color that will stay, go for it. It's a $9 dupe. Basically, it'll give you the finished product of the Fenty without the high opacity first initial application. My last lip is one that I loved last summer, then got away from it, and now I'm loving it again, so I'm here for it. It's the Maybelline Vinyl This is the vinyl ink. I love these because you can shake them and it sounds. But I also, I'm a sucker for like geometric packaging. I mean, I know all shapes are geometric, but I guess I should say hard lines, like squares. So like a lot of my favorites have these like hard lines to them that kind of edge them out, including the Fenty. So this one's a square. I love that you shake it up. It's got a very nice dough foot. So this one was a shock to me when I first tried it out, because it's called vinyl. So and all the packaging, all the marketing show like these really, really opaque, like really strong colors. And then I grabbed this one and it's definitely a nude on me. This is what I call a nude. But it's this beautiful orangey. This is 130 extra. When I read vinyl, I was expecting high shine, super high gloss, almost like editorial looking finish. And when I put it on, I get this beautiful glossy finish, but I don't feel like it's inappropriate. Like, I don't feel like it looks cheap. I feel like it looks really, really beautifully finished. And I kind of love this. I've been obsessed with this color. I've been rotating it into my everyday. It's so comfortable to wear. Again, that's like, I need lips to be comfortable to wear. I don't want to feel dry and flaky and cakey. And this doesn't do that. It does have a really good long wear time. And I love the way it smells. Kind of like cookies. It does smell like cookies. But it's lovely. I like it so much that I want to get more shades. And every time I go to the store to go find more, I just can't decide which ones to get because there's a lot of shades. But I'm obsessed with this finish, and it's got I think I mentioned this, it's got a really nice wear time. But 10 out of 10, recommend. And I'm not a huge Maybelline fan. So that's something that surprised me. I've never been a huge Maybelline fan. And so I tried this lip begrudgingly. And I'm really glad I did because I really like it. I forgot I have one more stain in here. So this was a red lippy stain that is, let me see if I can pronounce it. It's called Tiffane, but the brand, what is the brand? I don't even know what the brand is. Is it called Lip Power? Maybe that is the brand. Huh. I got this from a friend, and it's it's a liquid lip stain that never sets. It's the strangest feeling. So it'll go on my lips. So I'll wear this. It'll be on my lip all day long. I can eat. I can wipe my mouth. It'll be there. That lip is there. But if you rub your lips together, you feel like you have lipstick on. It almost feels tacky. It's not uncomfortable, but it is a strange feeling. When you got your mouth after you've had it on for an hour, it's still going to like come off on the tissue. You know, when you drink from a cup, you'll leave a lip stain. So it transfers, and yet somehow it's like unending transferability. I don't know how it does it. It's kind of voodoo. But it's just always on, and yet never sets. It will always transfer, it'll always wipe, but it'll always do. So it's a very strange lipstick that I kind of like. I love the color, and yet I'm always on the fence about it because I'm going to leave a lip stain somewhere. And sometimes I do get like the line underneath. When I eat, it'll transfer down here. And so I'm like, and then the thing is because it never sets, I'm always paranoid it's going to fan or do something wonky. And it never does. It never does. It stays right on my lips, except for like the transfer after I eat sometimes. It never feathers, but I always get the feeling that it's gonna feather. So it's just a very strange lip. I can't recommend or not. I also don't know where to buy it because I got it from a friend, but it's been in my bag and I use it every once in a while and I'm always still like, what is this magic? It's weird, but I kind of like it. The very last, let me see if I can do this in a minute. It's a lip liner. So this is an old e.l.f. lip liner. This was back when e.l.f. used to do collections with makeup artists. This was from the Nabella Noir collection. And it's just this beautiful nude lippy or lip liner. It's a little more brown than typical. It's the kind of nude, it's the color of lip liner that I absolutely love because it's a punch darker than my natural lips. Obsessed with it. Love how it wears. I do know that e.l.f. recently relaunched lip liners, like traditional stick lip liners. And so I've been super curious to see if they kind of dug this formula out of the vault and are using that in their new. I like that would be ideal if they did, because this was amazing. I've had this for years. For those of you who don't know, like if you're new around here, I used to work for them, so I do have a lot of e.l.f. products, but I no longer, so not sponsored, blah, blah, blah. Nobody's going to sponsor me anyway. It's fine. But this one is an old one that just happened to be around. I found it at the bottom of a bag, started using it, and I love it. And so I'm going to try and see if their new ones are just as good. But I don't need to right now because I have a ton of lips. Okay, that's all my lips that I carry around with me. That's a lot. That's weird. I shouldn't carry that many around with me. And if you've stuck with me through the end, I thank you so much for sitting around with my ramblings. And I hope you found this helpful, useful. I hope maybe I encouraged you to buy some lip, or more important, I hope I encouraged you to like declutter and realize that you don't need that many with you in your life. Because I sure, after doing this and being able to talk for 40 minutes, I realize I have too many lips if I can talk about them for that long. I legit thought this was going to be like a 5-minute video. Because I was like, oh yeah, I'll just talk about the lips I've been using lately. Oh, 40 minutes later. Anyway, thank you guys so very much. I hope you like and subscribe down below. Stick around for my next videos, and I will see you soon. Bye.